Today we're going to be looking at the 5 best hidden gems on Steam. There are 2 rules to the list. First, I have to have played it, and second, it needs to have less than 500 reviews on Steam. And let's get into it.
Hold up.
At number 5, we've got Carrot, Pancake, and Waffles. What can I say about this game? It is very short, it is very colorful, and it is exactly the sort of no gameplay relaxing experience that is becoming more popular these days on Steam. There aren't any objectives or baddies to kill, just a series of beautiful landscapes and locations to take in, serene music to listen to, and easier times to contemplate. Just a great game all around. Coming in at number 4, we've got Dead Water Saloon. Probably the weakest entry on this list, but I included it because I have a penchant for the Wild West, and a tycoon-style game where I get to run a saloon is a great way to spend my off time. Building the saloon is good, the building controls are mostly intuitive, and the selection of things to build is reasonable. I ran into some issues with the character's stat-based interactions. Everything you do with other people in town affects their opinion of you and your bar, but those interactions feel opaque, and I would love for the stats to be a little bit more streamlined. Overall, if you're looking for a Wild West tycoon simulator, this is definitely the go. At number 3, we're looking at Wayward Strand, which is just it's a beautiful game with amazing art, a steampunk premise, and an old folks' home in the sky. These lead the way in this narrative-driven adventure game about spending time with the elderly before they're gone. The main character is curious to a fault and only has a limited amount of time to spend each day on any given task. This all happens in not exactly real time, but there is a ticking clock, so you don't have time to do everything. The ship she is on is alive with activity. No one is standing motionless waiting for the protagonist to interact with them. Ultimately, a game where your own curiosity is perfectly reflected in the gameplay and the results. Definitely check this out if you're into adventure games and stories about, the elderly. At number 2, we've got No Place for Bravery. Now, retro pixel art is all the rage these days. It has been for a while now with the democratization of game development. Bringing your vision to life has never been easier, but longtime viewers of the channel know that power breeds garbage. No Place for Bravery is an excellent reminder that there are some good games out there waiting to be discovered. Combat is the main course on offer, and it is a good one. Attacking feels fluid, enemies have predictable attacks once you have fought them before, and deaths are always fair. The controls are extremely tight and the gloomy soundtrack perfectly suits the visuals. Definitely not a game for the faint of heart, and it will beat you around the head more often than not, but worth a go if you're into Souls-likes and retro pixel aesthetics. And at number 1, this is easily the best game that I've played over the last month, South of the Circle.
You're marking all of that.
I'm trying to. I can't complain.
A researcher's look at the life he led leading up to an Antarctic disaster takes the player on a journey that examines feminism, British McCarthyism, and a blossoming romance between two people. The game provides opportunities to affect the story, affect the characters, but all is not as it seems. The term unreliable narrator springs to mind, but that isn't the whole story either. As a piece of art, the game succeeds on the emotional level, where many games fall flat. And some reviews complain that there's not enough choice in the narrative, but I would argue that the choices you do make in the game are what bind you to it, immerse you in the world, and ultimately devastate you. The voice acting is easily the best I have heard in a long time, and I played it start to finish. I played it with my wife, and we had a great time, and it was sad, but I had an experience, and I felt like I had experienced a piece of art, that I went on that journey, and that's kind of with me now. So definitely worth checking out. Easily the best game that I've played recently.
Anyway, sorry.
As I said, don't worry. Take a look if you like.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I can see you're an excellent note taker.
Thanks for watching that top 5 best hidden gems here on English Teacher Plays. If you like that video and you want to see me playing those games, I will put the links down in the description, but you can also like the channel, subscribe to the channel, watch me on Twitch, and just, you know, shout out to me, leave me a comment down below. Tell me which one of those games you've played and what your favorite was. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Class dismissed. My debut novel, Transhuman Evolution, is available at your favorite online retailer. Check it out.